Hey everybody, so good news, I got my new camera. You can actually see my face now, which is pretty awesome. And other good news is Daniel's and my 3rd anniversary went wonderfully. We had a really good time, and yay for 3 years, and yay for many, 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 many more. So aside from that, we're just going to get started. Today I'm just going to do basically a kind of beachy look. I've got summer fever going on, and I'm wanting to go to so many concerts this summer. It's killing me. So I'm going to do kind of a festival makeup, kind of just, easy, throw it in one little bag and you're good for a full week kind of thing. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to prime my skin. I have Rimmel Fix and Perfect Foundation Primer in 01, and I'm just going to take a decent amount of that on the palm of my hand, and I'm going to warm it up in my hands a little bit, start from the middle of the face and work it outward. Get the forehead. Okay, perfect. So that's that. Next, what I'm going to do is conceal all my wonderful little red spots. So I am taking my Real Techniques pointed foundation brush, and I am taking my Hard Candy Snow Base Perfect Camouflage Kit, and I'm taking the green color corrector, and I'm just going to push that over my spots. I'm not worrying about blending yet. I'm just really pushing it any area that I have extra red from bumps or whatever. Okay, so now I'm just using that same brush, and I'm just working it in the direction that any facial hair, peach fuzz kind of stuff might grow. Still not worrying too much about blending, just pushing it into the skin more. Okay, great. So now I'm just going to work that in the rest of the way with my hands. Like that. Okay, now I'm still using the same concealer palette, and I'm taking my color, which is the lightest one, on this guy right here. For me, it's kind of a more yellow base. And first I'm going to do it under my eyeballs and just really press that into the skin. Okay, use the ring finger, and I really just pat it in. Okay, there's that side. And then a little bit on the spots that need it. And once again, just going to use the fingers, because hopefully when you're doing this, you're going to be carefree and not worrying about a ton of makeup on your face. So now that I have that, I'm going to take a powder foundation. This one is from MaryKay. It is their mineral powder foundation. My color is Ivory 2. It's actually, my technical color is Ivory 1, but it's more of a bronzy look, so I'm going for the little bit darker, because it's not going to make a massive difference. It's just going to give me some more gold kind of tone. So I am just tapping some of that in the lid with a flat top brush and just pushing that in. Then I tap off the excess, start in the middle of the face, push it in and outward. I don't know if any of you guys remember the Bare Minerals commercials when they first came out, but swirl, buff, and tap. That's what the ads were. Swirl, buff, and tap. I guess it was good advertising. I still remember it. And just work that in until you get the coverage you want. I find that if you're going to wear a powder foundation or a mineral foundation, even if you don't have super oily skin, you really need a primer if you want it to stay put. There's that. Then get the shiny off of my forehead there. Okay. Perfect. Now the base doesn't have to be super perfect for this because we're going to put bronzer on, and bronzer helps correct flaws in the skin. So on that note, I'm taking a kabuki style brush. It's round top, very densely packed. Okay, and I'm going to take Wet n Wild Megaglo Illuminating Powder. And it's a little, I guess there's 4 colors in there. And I'm just going to take my brush and pounce it right over all the colors. Tap off the excess and smile a little bit. And you're going across the tops of the cheekbones and across the bridge of the nose. Just like a funky W. Womp, womp. Okay, that's just adding some nice shimmer to my cheeks. And then I'm going to take a little bit over the temples. Whoops. Okay, so that just gives some illumination to the skin. Now what I like to do in between putting on bronzer and like layering, I always go over the top with my powder brush to make sure that I'm not too shiny. Just continue to buff that in. And now I'm going to take my little bit darker one. This is also from Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer with SPF. This color is Ticket to Brazil. Brazil sounds nice. And then you're just loading up your kabuki brush, and I'm just going to grin and put this right on the apples of my cheeks first. And I'm really just pushing that in to the skin to build up the color that I want. It's kind of like stamping it on your skin. And then without loading the brush, I'm just going to go over a little bit on the tip, a little bit on the temples, and a little bit on the chin. Basically, the rule with bronzer is you want it to be anywhere the sun would naturally hit. So if you're just outside, it's going to hit the tops of your cheeks, it's going to hit your nose, it's going to hit your forehead, and it's going to hit all the high points of your face. So once you have it blended the way that you'd like, you're just going to go back to your powder to even out the skin a little bit so you're not so streaked. So you're just going to use a little bit of the same mineral foundation or powder that you're using. Tap off the excess and make sure that you blend any harsh edges. Until it's even. So we have that, and then a little bit on the forehead here to keep the shine off. Okay, and that's the face part. Okay, so that being done, I'm going to move on to eyebrows. Now for me, some of you may think this is silly, but I have to do my eyebrows. It doesn't matter. If I can't do my eyebrows, then I'm not leaving. If I have an event, the eyebrows are getting done. So all I'm taking right now is one of my little double-ended guys. This is a brow side, and the other side is just an angle brush. I think I got this at Sally. Yeah, Ardell. So I did get it at Sally. So I'm just going to take this and brush my brows in their natural growth line. Fluff them out a little bit. I have thick brows anyway, and I stopped trying to fight that a long time ago. I just decided to deal. I had big brows, and that's just how it was going to be. So next I'm taking my Body Shop Eyebrow Duo, and it's just powder. It's essentially eyeshadow, but it's just really nicely pigmented for eyebrows. So I take a little bit of the dark and a little bit of the medium brown. I mix them together, tap off the excess, and now I just start at the base first and draw just real light wispy lines up toward my hair, the way that it grows up inside of it, just so it fills it in a little bit and makes it look more even. Now I just start at the next little spot and continue to drag the brush in the same direction the hair is growing. Then one more. We're going to start going with the downward motion.